Pepper plants that look perfectly healthy one week can suddenly turn pale, drop their flowers, and stop producing the very next week. And most gardeners spend weeks blaming the wrong thing. The real answer is almost certainly sitting in your kitchen right now, and just 1 tablespoon mixed into water can turn things around overnight. Pepper plants are some of the heaviest magnesium feeders in the vegetable garden, and that demand increases dramatically once the plant starts flowering and setting fruit. When peppers run short on magnesium, the leaves begin turning yellow between the veins, while the veins themselves stay green, a pattern known as intervenal chlorosis. Flowers start dropping before they can set, and any fruit that does develop tends to come in small, misshapen, and slow to ripen. The frustrating part is that the plant can look like it is getting everything it needs on the outside: good water, full sun, regular compost, and still fall apart from the inside because of this one missing mineral. The kitchen staple that solves this problem is Epsom salt, and it is very different from the table salt sitting next to your stove. Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate, a naturally occurring mineral compound made up of magnesium, sulfur, and oxygen, and it has been used in organic gardens for generations with reliable results. Unlike table salt, it does not build up harmfully in your soil over time, and it will not burn your plant's roots or leaves when used at the correct concentration. It costs just a few dollars at any pharmacy, grocery store, or garden center, and 1 standard bag is enough to treat your pepper plants for an entire growing season. The fastest way to deliver magnesium directly to a struggling pepper plant is through the leaves, using a method called foliar feeding. Mix 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt into 1 gallon of clean water and stir until the crystals are completely dissolved, which takes about 30 seconds. Pour the solution into a clean spray bottle and apply it evenly to both the top and underside of every leaf on the plant, since the undersides have larger pores that absorb nutrients more efficiently. Apply this in the early morning or late evening when the leaves are not under direct afternoon sun, which can cause minor leaf scorch if the solution dries too quickly on the surface. Because the plant absorbs magnesium directly through the leaf tissue, rather than waiting for the roots to process it from the soil, you can expect to see a visible improvement in color and vigor within 24 to 48 hours of the first application. The foliar spray handles the emergency and delivers fast, visible results. But the soil drench is what builds the lasting foundation your pepper plants need through the rest of the season. Use the same ratio, 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt per gallon of water, but instead of spraying, pour it slowly and evenly at the base of each plant so it soaks straight down into the root zone where the plant can draw from it continuously. Apply this drench once every 2 to 4 weeks throughout the growing season, increasing the frequency slightly during peak fruit set, when the plant's magnesium demand is at its highest point. The soil drench method builds a steady reserve of available magnesium in the root zone that supports not just the foliage, but the entire structure of the plant, from stem strength and consistent flowering all the way through to the final stages of fruit ripening. Before we move into the results and a few important things to watch out for, do me a quick favor. If this is already making sense and you want more practical, chemical-free gardening advice like this, hit the like button and subscribe right now. It takes 2 seconds and it genuinely helps more gardeners find this channel. After applying the foliar spray, most gardeners see a visible stabilization in the yellowing pattern within the first 24 to 48 hours. The discoloration between the veins begins to stop spreading, and new growth comes in noticeably darker and stronger than what was coming in before. Over the following 1 to 2 weeks, as the soil drench takes hold at the root level, the plant typically starts holding its blossoms rather than dropping them at the base. Fruit set improves, and the peppers that do develop come in fuller, more evenly shaped, and more vibrant in color than they were before the treatment began. Think of it as giving the plant the one missing piece it needed. Once the magnesium is restored, the plant knows exactly what to do with it, and the results show up quickly. Epsom salt is a highly effective tool when magnesium deficiency is the actual problem you are dealing with, but knowing when not to use it is just as important as knowing how. If your pepper plant leaves are turning yellow uniformly, including the veins themselves rather than just the tissue between them, the issue is likely nitrogen deficiency, overwatering, or root damage rather than a lack of magnesium. Applying Epsom salt to soil that already has adequate magnesium levels can disrupt the plant's ability to absorb calcium, and calcium deficiency in pepper plants leads directly to blossom end rot on developing fruit, which is a separate and entirely preventable problem. The correct approach is to use the foliar spray when you first see the intervenal yellowing pattern, and keep the soil drench to a regular every few weeks maintenance schedule, rather than applying it daily or in heavy concentrations. For an even stronger recovery, Apply the Epsom salt foliar spray first, and then follow it with a diluted compost tea drench at the base of the plant 24 hours later. Compost tea introduces a rich network of beneficial microbes into the root zone that help the plant access not just magnesium, but every other mineral in the surrounding soil far more efficiently than it could manage on its own. The combination of Epsom salt for an immediate magnesium boost and compost tea for ongoing microbial support creates both a short-term rescue and a long-term soil improvement in a single two-step treatment. Many experienced organic gardeners use this pairing at the start of every fruit set period as a standard seasonal practice, and the difference in pepper production between treated and untreated plants is often visible to the naked eye well before harvest. Before we wrap this up, I wanted to explain some of the science behind this. Magnesium sits at the center of every chlorophyll molecule in a plant's cells. It is literally what makes leaves green and what drives the photosynthesis that produces energy for everything else the plant does. When your pepper plant runs short on magnesium, it does not stop growing. It starts robbing magnesium from its oldest, lowest leaves and sending it upward to protect the new growth and developing fruit. That is why interveinal yellowing always begins at the bottom of the plant and slowly climbs, which is one of the easiest signs to identify once you understand what you are looking for. Sulfur, the second element in Epsom salt, works alongside magnesium to help the plant absorb nitrogen more efficiently and build the proteins that support strong stems, healthy roots, and robust fruit production. Together, these two nutrients do not just treat the visible symptom, they restore the plant's ability to function the way it was designed to from the ground up. Here is exactly what we covered today. Pepper plants are among the heaviest magnesium feeders in the home garden, and deficiency shows up fast as interveinal yellowing, flower drop, and poor fruit development, even when the rest of your care routine looks right on the surface. Epsom salt, used at 1 tablespoon per gallon of water, delivers both magnesium and sulfur in a form the plant absorbs quickly through either a foliar spray directly on the leaves or a slow drench at the root zone. Use the foliar spray first for a fast, visible response within 24 to 48 hours. Then follow with a soil drench every 2 to 4 weeks throughout the season to maintain strong, consistent growth and maximum fruit production. Get this practice right, and your pepper plants will reward you with more flowers, better fruit set, and healthier foliage from now straight through to harvest. If you found this helpful today, please take a second to hit that like button. It genuinely helps more organic gardeners find this channel and get answers to exactly these kinds of problems. Subscribe so you do not miss what is coming next, and drop a comment below telling me what your pepper plants are doing right now. Whether you are seeing yellowing leaves, slow fruit development, or something else entirely that you cannot quite figure out. I see every comment that comes in, and your question could very easily become the subject of the next video on this channel.